What's up, everybody? My name is Trey, or Trey Andros, my full name. Um, so I was tagged in this post by my mother, uh, which read was that God has me hidden until I can be revealed. And for me, what that means to me anyway, in that aspect of, before I get into it, I have to tell you how how I felt before I was able to come to terms with that meant. So I feel like all my life, up until recently, that I was on the back burner from everything, um, from friends, from girlfriends, from even family. I felt like I was just the the feather blowing in the wind, and I feel like sometimes I just all alone. Don't get me wrong. I had my mother and my father who was there to give me the love and affirmation to let me know they love me and they really care for me. But as far as me personally, I felt like I was just all alone. I felt like I was, as they say, on a raft in the ocean by myself. And I can understand why I feel like I was the last one for to get picked, to get seen, to have somebody even talk to me. I feel like what did I do wrong that I was the one who had to be left behind and be not the one seen in the front lines, not the one who, when it came down to whenever I want to do something, people wouldn't be as excited or want to be a part of what I want to do enough to even enjoy being around me. In school, I felt like I was just the odd man. I didn't have any friends. I had some, but but there wasn't like friends. I feel like I can really say my true friends. And me, I had all these ideas in my head. I still do about all these things I want to do, and all these things I feel like can be great and can take me to other levels. And none of it came true. Then I found God, and well, from my mother anyway, she taught me about God and who God was, and I found God, and I took the step to want to get to know who God, want to be better, want to be a better person for myself, and that led on the fact of me, first of all, being said I'm gonna take this step to be a virgin until I get married. 27 now. I've took the place when I was 14. Um, hasn't been an easy one, but it's rewarding within his own right. But I'll say all that to say because after I got to know God, we go to church and we'll meet the pastor and see and have guys out on the floor everywhere, and we'll feel all the greatness that was in the air. And there'll come times where there'll be people who come and prophesy over our family, over my mom, my dad, hey, or my little brother, or my little sister, stuff like that. And I never got any of that. And I feel like I was so left out of everything. And I'm like, even with God at that point, I was left out of God because there was a man named Dr. Boyle. Great man. Rest in peace. I hope he's living great right now with you, Lord. But great man. Loved the man to death. Thought he was one of the best people I ever met in my life. Dr. Boyle was so on fire for God. He was so on fire for the word and just having people follow God and find the love that God has for you. He would go and prophesy to my mom and dad and even my little brother over and over again, countless times, saying how great they were and what they had to do and what God had for them and this and that. He even helped my dad see. When at that point, he couldn't see at that point. But me, I felt like I was always just there. I was never relevant part of what was being said, what was being done. And I didn't want to feel like I was ungrateful for who I was and how I was, but I felt like as a person I didn't matter, because I feel like if you can tell them and prophesy to them and preach to them about how what God has for them and how great God has been for them, is going to be for them, why not me? Why not I get the same treatment? I'm their son, right? I'm part of their blood, right? I matter, don't I? And that's something I struggled for a long time. Do I matter? Period. That was just a whole big thing of do I matter regardless. And quite honestly, sometimes if you look at things from the world's point of view, you might not. But as I've started to grow better in God, not for everybody else's appeasement, but for my own understand that. I started to grow the more in God, I was able to understand what that meant by you are hidden, so that He can make you appear at a later date. Because I've come to realize I'm special, and not to say it in a gloating way or say that I'm better than anybody else, but I'm special. And I realize I'm special because there are certain things I can do that guys equip me to do that others can't do. For one, I had to realize I'm special over the women. Now, I'm 27, like I said. Wear a ring, promise ring. Say I'm not. Say I'm gonna wait till I get married. But the thing is, I'm married so bad, like so bad. It's not even funny. I'm married so bad. It's not even funny. I'm bad. I'm married. And you grow up and seeing the love that the people in front of you exhibit. My mom and dad exhibit so much love and so much grace and so much. I can't even explain it. They are love personified to me. And this seeing that every day, waking up to it, being able to see it come to fruition every day, it for a long time, it hurt me. And I didn't say this to nobody, but it hurt me because I felt like, why can't I have that sort of love that they have? Why can't I find somebody how they found somebody? They found each other at 15, mom 15, and they've been together ever since. Now it's like 30 years going on. They still together, still going strong, still love each other like they just met. Well, for me, it felt like, why can I have that type of love, that type of feeling? And for a long time, I just felt like, again, I'm left out of that. I'm left out of being able to go and say I have somebody I can talk to and confide in and be my best friend. I'm left out of all of that because I feel like, what is there for me? Every girl I talk to, yes, I've had maybe 2 girlfriends in my life, and each time I talk to a girl, it always ends up where we break up, but I'll leave them with something to help them be better for the next person, but not for me. And for a long time, I felt like that was God trying to get back, spiting me for who I am. Because how can you know I want to be loved so bad? I want to exhibit the love I have for somebody else so bad, but when I do try to find it, it doesn't be reciprocated. Or if it does, it's reciprocated for somebody else, not for me. So for me, it was a whole big thing of how I'm supposed to come into terms with this. But I'm at a point now where I've come to realize that, again, I'm special. Again, I'm gonna be honest. I love hard. When I like you, I fully believe in giving everything I can to you, and that means as my capacity, anything I can do, I'm doing it. That means praying for you. That means walking with you. Whatever the case may be, I'm there for you, regardless to whatever the case may be. And I realized that for me as a person, I would get hurt too bad to even be able to cope with being with somebody who I say I love and say they love me back, and they hurt me so to the point where I might not make it at that point. And I don't mean that. I mean that's about mentally I will break, because to me I feel like if you love somebody, you give your best. So I realized God has spared me from that type of pain because He knows that's something I don't need to have. I couldn't take it. He showed me that there's a better way for this to go about. Hence why I made the pledge to wait till I'm married, so I can go ahead and say, yes, I'm gonna wait for the one God has for me, the one He's brought for me, and so I can be able to say He prepared me, He made me to the husband I can be, the best father I can be for later on, a later date down the line. Because without Him, I'm nothing. Without His guidance, I'm nothing. So to say I've come to realize that me being locked away has been molding me. That's the main concept of what I'm saying. Me being locked away has molded me to be the man of God. Is molding me to be the man of God, and the father, and the husband that the best that I can be. Because at this point, I'm going off of His love and His love for me. Because I can't do nothing without Him. He's not even. There's not even a question about anything. Not even a question about life. I have to have Him there with me at all times. He has to be there to be able to help me and lead me and guide me to where I need to get to. So I've come to the realization that the whole point of everything I said was the fact that, yes, I am hidden from things that can hurt me, that can turn me from being the person I am today to somebody who can be bitter, who can be resentful, who can be just an all around person who doesn't have the same heart that I have, to turn my heart from being as far as I've been told, as far as I feel for myself, this good-hearted, well-natured human being, man of God, and turn me into something I never want to be. I never want to be that person who's bitter and just upset and doesn't like the world and feel like he's all alone, because I'm not. I'm never truly alone. That's the biggest thing I feel like I have to say about being hidden and you're waiting to appear, because you're never alone. You're always there regardless of what. He's always there, not you. He's always there regardless of what. And no matter how much you try to say you're alone, you're not, because he's always there in your head. He's always talking to you, whether you choose this or not. He's always there talking to you. You just gotta choose someone to say, "Hey, what are you saying?" And I think in this moment in time in my life, I have to take the time to choose and say I want to hear it. And that would be being hidden for me. I feel like it's a great thing, because I feel like, prime example, you can't go into a work field, the oil field, drilling oil, and you don't know how to operate the machinery. Because if you don't, you're gonna mess up the whole entire operation of what you're doing. So I feel for me, I'm at a point where right now I'm still in training. I ain't ready to be out there on the oil field yet. I'm not ready to be out there to go and fully do everything I can as far in that oil field. I'm not saying I can't. Not saying I can't go out there and give some trial runs and do my best to try as I work my way up there. But fully right now, just to be out there, I'm not ready for that yet. I feel like being hidden away is giving me time to understand who I am, understand what I can do, and who I can be. Give me time to really understand that this is my time to train. This is my time to get better, to get knowledge, to grow stronger, to be stronger, to get myself right, to love myself the way I want to love myself, to feel the way I feel inside. Because there's a perception of how people feel about themselves. Like in my eyes, and some people I say I'm big, and it's true, I am big. I'm a hefty sized person, but in my eyes, I don't see that. I don't see myself that way. I see myself a whole nother way. I see myself the way I pictured all my life. And yes, it's due to me being who I am, eating stuff like that. But yeah, the whole concept of the fact is, I want to be able to look myself in the mirror and say, I'm proud of how I look now. I'm proud of the person I see in the mirror. Not saying I don't love myself, what I do. I think I'm a great person. I love myself, but I feel like I can be improved on in so many different ways. And I want to be my best self when I do finally get seen and get reappeared in this world. If you understand what I'm saying, I want to be the best I can be. I want to be that. If that's mentally, physically, spiritually, all that combined into one. Because if you go unprepared, certain things are bound to happen, whether it be good or bad. And most times it be bad because you're unprepared with what's going on. So I want to when they say I'm hitting and I'm waiting to be reappeared, I am hitting, yes, and I'm okay with being hitting. I finally come to terms with being hitting. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with saying I'm working on me. I know it's a simple thing to say, but for me, that was hard to say because I felt like I wanted to rush past the working on me part. I wanted to get to, okay, I'm there now. I didn't want to get to the part of I had to work at. I had to learn how to. I wanted, okay, perfect prime example. I wanted to go and start running before I started crawling or walking. And no matter how hard you try to run, if you don't know how to crawl or walk, it can be the hardest thing ever. And God has let me know that, sir, you don't know how to crawl and walk before you run. For the longest time, I didn't like it. But after some self-evaluation and finding who I am, that's the best way to be. Because you know what? At least he's giving me time to learn how to crawl and walk. He's not just throwing me out there and say, go for it. He's giving me time to mold me so I can be able to, when I do run, be the fastest runner out there. When I do go out in this world and do let my light shine and show everybody who I am, it's gonna be so much light you can't even look at me anymore. So much light that the people who are no good for me, are no good to be around me, they just scatter. And the ones who really wanna hear from me and really want that light and that understanding flocks to me, and I can be able to help as many people as I can. So I feel like me being hidden and appearing later on is the best situation I can be in. So again, my name is Trey. They call me, my full name is Sean Joseph. but they call me Trey. In other terms, they call me Shahid the King. But either way it could go, this is me. This I am in a nutshell. And I'm thankful for the time I got to spend with you and tell you about who I am and just tell you about me, tell you where I'm at with this whole situation, with the whole post, with everything. Just be transparent. So, how y'all get next time, all right? Peace.